Welcome back to part 2 of our online course on creating a complete VFX shot from start to finish. Now, we'll delve into the essential aspects of filming that can significantly influence the success of your VFX project. First and foremost, let's discuss focus and exposure rates. It's vital to monitor these aspects during filming as they play a pivotal role in tracking footage during post-production. Maintaining sharp focus and appropriate exposure ensures heightened accuracy when aligning virtual elements with real-world footage. Next, stability is paramount. When filming for VFX, it's essential to keep the camera steady and minimize elaborate camera movements. Smooth, controlled motions enable more precise tracking, which leads to a seamless integration of visual effects. Another crucial factor to bear in mind is the visibility of camera tracking points. These reference points throughout the shot assist the software in tracking camera movement with precision. Ensure you include distinct tracking markers or recognizable elements in the scene to facilitate this process. Minimizing motion blur is key to achieving a successful track. By reducing motion blur, we bolster the clarity of the footage, making it easier for software to analyze and align virtual elements with the real-world environment. Further, let's touch upon the importance of maintaining a consistent perspective. A shot that keeps a uniform perspective throughout eases the tracking process for the computer. Plan your VFX shot aiming for camera movements that maintain a consistent perspective, aiding in precise solving and integration. In Blender, you need at least 8 trackers across all frames. Ideally, these 8 trackers should remain consistent throughout the video. This consistency aids Blender in achieving a lower solver error and a more precise track. Lastly, it's crucial to track only immovable or static surfaces and objects. For instance, if you're aiming to track a surface with objects on it, avoid something like a moving pendulum clock. The clock's motion will distort the solver's understanding of perspective shifts in the video. Thus, selecting stable elements for tracking is vital to ensure accurate interpretation of perspective changes. As a summary, consistent exposure. It is important to maintain a similar exposure rate throughout the entire shot. This helps with tracking and ensures that the lighting matches well with the CGI elements in your scenes. Steady focus. Keeping the focus point steady is crucial to minimize blurry footage, especially in areas where tracking will be applied. This makes it easier to track and align virtual elements accurately. Stability. It is important to maintain a stable shot and minimize excessive camera movement. A stable shot makes tracking much easier and reduces errors in the tracking process. Visible contrast points. Incorporating high contrast elements throughout your video serves as reliable tracking points. These points should be easily distinguishable and provide a consistent reference for tracking purposes. Low motion blur. Minimizing motion blur is crucial. Excessive motion blur can make it difficult for the tracking software to analyze perspective changes in the footage. No movable tracking points. When filming for VFX, it is crucial to track stable and non-moving surfaces or objects. By considering these factors during filming, you will set yourself up for success in the VFX process. Now, I will demonstrate how I did my shoot. I started by rotating the phone 90 degrees to achieve the correct aspect ratio. Later, I held my thumb to the screen to lock the exposure rate, ensuring no changes in focus and exposure occurred while filming. As you can see, I chose to film in an open field where a helicopter could land, maintaining the realism. I did a few shoots until I found one I was happy with. I tried to hold the iPhone as steady as possible without any additional stabilization equipment so others could achieve similar results. Great job on completing part 2 of the tutorial. You're doing fantastic, and I'm thrilled to have you on board. In part 3, we'll explore creating an HDRI to capture a complete 360-degree lighting in your scene.